Welcome back to the Artie Lange Show. My first guest has been, around for a long time, and that shows you he's got something going on. He's been an MTV personality for a long time, VJ. He's an actor. He's currently starring in Scary Movie 5.
Yeah.
With every celebrity on the planet. He's got a comedy rap album out. Simon Rex is here.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
How you doing, Simon?
I'm doing great. I love being back in New York. I lived here a long time ago, 93 to 98 when I worked at MTV.
Yeah, your MTV stuff was all here.
That was all here.
Yeah.
That's back at the very end of them showing videos, Then they kind of started MTV2, then that became all reality television and cartoons.
Yeah,
but I was at the very end.
Different.
It's not a music television anymore. But it was a great gig because you meet everybody. I mean, you're interviewing athletes, actors, musicians. You just meet everyone, which parlayed into auditions for acting stuff.
Right.
And then, as you know, in the acting world, you got nothing but downtime. You're lucky to work 6 months out of the year.
Right.
It's a lottery. You might as well say, I'm going to go to Vegas and win.
See, but you were smart. You dipped your hands and feet into everything.
You got it.
Comedy,
you got it.
Rapping, music, stuff like that.
Well, that's what it all sort of happened due to the downtime. I had to stay creative and doing my own, something creative. So I produced beats at my little home studio, and I was producing beats for a couple artists, and Andy Malinakis being one of them.
Andy, I know, yeah.
This guy Riff Raff, we have a group together, and Andre Legacy, a bunch of my boys. So I produced for them, and in studio, I'd joke around and freestyle and do like comedy rap. So they're like, dude, you should jump on stage and open up for us. So I kind of did a hype.
For who in particular?
For my boys, Mickey Avalon, Andy Malinakis, just whomever. And it just sort of took a life of its own, and people started digging it, and I started getting booked for shows. So I'm like, okay, I'll do this. And, I just put out an album called Palatial.
Great,
and it's on iTunes right now. Yeah, so it's comedy rap. It's, that's, which to me, it's always been weird. When people do comedy rap, it's either a one-note joke that's over the first time you hear it. So I get access to really good beats from producers like Alchemist and Mark Ronson, all these big producers. So my goal was to do funny music, making fun of myself as an actor, very self-deprecating, over-listenable beats. So that was the goal, and I think I pulled it off. People I'm playing Webster Hall tomorrow night.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So you're kicking ass, man.
It's going all right, man. It's kind of a weird thing because I played Eminem in Scary Movie 3, so people see me and they're like,
do
wait
an
a minute.
impression of him.
Yeah, well, in the Scary Movies, they spoof popular, not even horror movies.
And you've been in quite a few of them,
I did
right?
3, 4, and 5.
Yeah.
So it's funny because people are like, wait a minute, you played Eminem in a movie. Now you're an actor, you're white. I'm supposed to believe you're a rapper, but it's comedy, and I do jokes in between the songs, and it's very lighthearted. I'm not trying to be tough or, it's for fun.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. It's a joke. I'm making
and those
fun of
movies
myself.
are insanely successful.
They do very well.
Yeah.
They do very well.
Now, you're a guy who's also banged a ton of broads.
I've had sex before.
Famous.
I've had sex before.
Famous chicks.
Yeah, a couple
now,
famous.
but you did the one that I think I know of is the Southern girl or the blonde.
Jamie Presley.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I knew you seem like you'd like Jamie. She's every guy. If you like blonde girls, then that's the one.
Yeah, she's very, very pretty.
Very pretty. Sweet girl, very funny, too.
Are you still with her?
No. This was 10 years ago. We did a show called Jack and Jill back in the day.
Okay.
We met on set. And
one of those WB shows.
Yeah, exactly, when the WB was around. And we started dating, and we dated for about a year. And it's tough dating actresses. It's like, I never want to date an actress again. Nothing against her personally. I've dated a couple, and I want to be the maniac, insecure weirdo. I don't need another one. You know what I mean? Like
there's not a lot of room for that.
2 actors sitting around waiting for the phone to ring. You have so much time. It's like, I want a girl that's got a real job.
Now, you're not calling her a maniac, super weirdo.
No, but she is. No, I'm just kidding. But most actresses are, you got to be crazy to do that business.
When I was on the Howard Stern show, she was a guest a couple of times, and on top of being very beautiful, she seems very smart.
She is smart.
Business oriented.
Very smart.
So you guys, you were together for how long?
About a year.
A year?
Yeah, about a year. And that was, So and then the show got canceled. Amanda Peet was on the show, and she went on to bigger and better things.
You banged her?
No.
No.
One
of the famous chicks.
I mean, Paris Hilton, but that's not saying.
Well, you're the only guy in the room, I believe, who's dated her, so it's
hang on. Oh, no, there's a couple.
Oh, really? Okay.
We did a movie, and it's kind of funny. When you do movies with girls.
That's right, you did a movie with her.
Yeah, you're on set with them, and you're with them all day, and things happen, and you're in some random city doing something. So, but that was never my girlfriend. We just kind of partied together, but she's very famous, so.
Right. Was that hard to hang out with her because of the the fame thing with her, and you were famous.
Well, yeah,
your
but
own
her,
self.
this was when she was like, the biggest thing on the planet
Right,
Earth. I mean,
right.
you couldn't go outside.
That's
was just,
hard.
it was a lot. It was exhausting, and that was another reason. Even when I was dating Jamie, we'd get off a plane. This is before 9/11. There'd just be fans waiting at the gate. And it's just a lot of work, man. It's like, so last couple of girls I dated were hairstylists. I like a girl with a regular job.
Yeah.
A girl that goes to work 9 to 5.
Well, good for
I
you.
can sit at home and be a maniac and be insecure and weird. And,
Now, are you currently in a relationship?
no, I'm single right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, that's good. You're right. You don't want the mania. Who needs that extra crap?
It's crazy, man.
yeah.
It's crazy. And nowadays, with this social media stuff,
No.
you can't do anything. I mean, not that I'd ever cheat, but you can't do anything anymore, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's a spy. They got their. I'll catch people, doing
Oh, they're on top
this,
of
and the
it.
next thing you know, someone's like, I see that you're, just like, oh my God, I can't do anything.
That is horrible.
So you can't lie anymore. You got to be
Yeah.
honest now. What the
Right.
heck is-
I mean, who's honest in a relationship?
Yeah, jeez.
I mean, but honestly, you go back and talk to probably like Tony Curtis and Sinatra in the old days. They
Oh,
would have
man.
hated Twitter.
Oh no,
those
yeah,
guys.
it wouldn't work. Yeah.
I mean, that's horrible.
Yeah.
But so now you're. What is the thing you're concentrating mostly on?
Well, I'm auditioning and stuff in LA for TV and film is really what I want to do the most. The music stuff started as something in between gigs, but currently is paying my mortgage, so
Right.
I'm embracing it and running with it, but I can't see myself doing it too much longer. I'm 39 years old. If I'm 42 years old rapping in Cleveland trying to chase down money from a promoter at 2 in the morning, I'm going to kill myself.
You're 39. Why? You look like you're 22 years old.
I have the body of a 38-year-old. Thank you.
You've kept yourself in shape. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I did the right drugs.
Where are you from?
I grew up in the Bay Area, Northern California. We were just
Beautiful.
talking about that.
Beautiful. Yeah, you're talking to a former Raider.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. I'm a Niners fan, dude. I'm sorry. It's a big, and within the Bay, it's like,
good for
it's
you
serious.
at this point.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know. We're not looking as good as we should be. Then my Niners, a little nervous. But when
can
we get
bounce
healthy,
back.
when we get healthy, we'll be all right.
Yeah.
But the Raiders actually, they just need a couple wide receivers and they'll be okay. I like Pryor. I like you guys got a
I like
good
him
running
too.
back.
Seems like he's a hard
But
worker.
it's just the
too.
Raiders are just one of those teams. It's just they can't seem to.
2 years.
Turn
Give them a
that-
couple years.
Yeah, they've been saying that since
Well, they've
1974.
hamstrung themselves. No.
Yeah.
We were
True.
good in
It's
02.
true in a way.
It's yeah.
He lived on Alameda,
Yeah.
which is where
Oh, you
our
did?
I lived in
facility
Alameda. That's where I went to
was.
high school,
Okay,
which
yeah.
is adjacent to Oakland. It's like 15 feet of it borders Oakland,
Right.
But it's a world apart. I mean, as
Well,
you know,
those crazy.
Oakland's
What
a rough
about those
town.
crazy Raider fans, man? Yeah, I know.
Dude, there was
They're
I
nuts.
don't even know, but preseason. I think they said the Niners and the Raiders are never allowed to play each other again because there was a murder in the preseason this year, and then again last week there was. I mean, those Niners fans are pretty crazy too, man. It's but those Raiders fans, I mean, dude,
Yeah.
I've heard stories. My friends go to games where if you walk in there with a Kansas City Chiefs jersey on, it's a death wish.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done.
I mean,
Yeah, that-
violent things happen.
That's like people talk Yankee Red Sox. That is a crazy rivalry out there.
Yeah, Oakland's a tough
Yeah.
place, man. They don't mess around.
Well, I
Those
used to
fans
s-
are nuts.
They're
I
the
did
greatest
stand-
fans.
They-
though,
well-
man. If you're a player,
Yeah,
they
you want that.
love you and they're
Oh, man.
supportive
Yeah.
and they're always behind you.
Yeah, but God forbid you do the wrong thing or say the wrong
well,
thing.
if you go and play for another team,
I did stand up at the
they'll shiv
punchline.
you.
I did stand up at
In-
the punchline
in Oakland?
in San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
And it was after I was on Howard and I plugged it, and it was all not one Niner fan. It was all crazy Raider fans.
You
who
kn-
came over the bridge, and we're at the gig, and God forbid, like if I said Joe Montana, I'm in the heart of San Francisco.
Right.
If I said Joe Montana, I get booed, throwing creamers at me.
Yeah.
You know, like really, and the bandanas and the gang stuff.
Oh
it was,
man,
I
it's
was
heavy.
scared to death.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got through it all right, thank you.
Yeah. San Francisco's supposed to be, isn't that like as a stand-up comic, the city that if you could kill there because the audience is sort
Yeah.
of politically a little more
They're
maybe
very
educated.
politically correct.
You know what I
Very-
mean?
Yeah, they're very.
It's a tough place to do stand-up from what I've heard from
It is.
Jordan Rubin,
Yeah,
mutual
Jordan
friend.
Rubin, great comic, mutual friend of ours. You know, the
It's a
punchline
smart
is very
area.
difficult. Smart area, but in a lot of ways hardcore too.
Yeah.
Because you get again, yeah, the punchline is the epicenter of that.
Yeah.
Of what you just talked about, the smartness, but also the combination of politically correct.
Right.
And will punch you in the face.
You know, I tried stand-up a few times in New York. I did it in Indianapolis once at a Super Bowl thing, and then I did it in L.A. a few times. And that's a tough racket, man, because it was. I realized that I mean, and I mean this in the meanest way possible, no, is that it was mostly other comics waiting to go on, seething at me, oh, this guy, because I'm not really a true comic, and I feel that a lot of the comedy
They got mad
comes
because you
from
were famous for something else.
You know what I mean? I'm
first.
going, and then
Yeah.
I started, they're like, oh, screw this guy.
Yeah, but screw them
Yeah,
too.
I know.
It's like, I mean, come on, man. You're out there.
It was
takes
open
balls
mics.
just
It was,
to do that.
Oh, the nerve, just waking up in the morning and the nerves, for me at least, doing stand up. After you do that, like you could go into any audition.
Right.
It's like, and read these lines. But
That's a good
writing,
point. It helps.
Writing your own jokes, standing there with a light in your face and a microphone and no music to hide behind and nothing, and people are paying to laugh.
I know, yeah.
And you don't make them up. I actually did a open mic in the Valley once at a place called the Ha Ha Cafe.
Yeah, I know the place.
Yeah, and I got booed off stage. And
that place famous for booing.
Oh,
people.
they said this one lady yelled to me, "You suck, Holmes." She was right. I didn't.
You suck home.
Yeah, it was a rough,
Well, listen,
crowd.
we got to take a break. We're going to come back.
No, wait, I'm just getting started.
No, wait, no.
We got to take a
We're going
break.
to talk more about this, Holmes.
Okay.
The great Simon Rex, Scary Movie 5.
Yeah.
The new album is what?
It's called Palatial. Dirt Nasty is my
Palatial.
alias. Palatial.
Dirt
Yeah.
Nasty. This is a good man, Simon Rex.
Thank you, man.
Back after this.
Thank you.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.